Good morning, hello, and welcome to the ConTech Exec podcast, where we're going to discuss the latest trends and innovations shaping the construction industry today. I'm your host, Robert Zimmerman, and in this episode, we're going to be diving into the top 5 trends currently driving the U.S. Construction industry. Of course, this is the first in the series of many. So today, we're just going to cover 5 trends. And so whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, these trends are going to be essential to understand because they're going to be reshaping the way that projects are planned, executed, and managed across the country. So let's get started. All right. Number 1, the rise of sustainable construction, right? Well, sustainability, yeah, it's become more than just a buzzword in the industry. So now it's just a fundamental part of construction. Green building practices are just being integrated everywhere at every level, from materials used to the way the structure is designed and built, LEED certifications, energy efficient systems, and a whole plethora of renewable materials are becoming standard on the job site. So one of the driving forces behind this is the trend to increase. It's an increased demand from the clients and also regulatory bodies that are focusing on reducing carbon footprints for their projects. So during the construction and throughout the building life cycle, you're going to see more of these, what we'll call green products and sustainable products. And just get that term in your head because it's not going away anytime soon. So there's just a growing emphasis on circular economy. And big words, I know. I don't even necessarily know what that means, but it involves just reusing and recycling materials, reducing waste, designing buildings that can be easily deconstructed and repurposed. So as the U.S. government and various states push for stricter environmental guidelines, sustainable construction is not just a trend, but it's a necessity these days. Number 2, technology integration and digital transformation. This is a big one for me, right? The construction industry is experiencing significant digital transformation, which they haven't done in the past. Building information modeling, or BIM, everybody's heard of it. It's revolutionizing, I guess, how projects are designed and managed. So it just allows for better collaboration between the stakeholders, improved accuracy, project planning, more efficient use of resources. It's not just about 3D models too. BIM integrates data across multiple areas of the project's life cycle. So it can make an invaluable asset for reducing errors and improving project outcomes. I'm actually working with a group right now wanting to use a layer of BIM to kind of check productivity. So I think that's very, very interesting. Another major technological trend is the use of drones, robotics on construction. If you read my newsletter, you'll probably understand that I'm not a big fan of the robots, coming to take over the world, but I do like the drones. They're being employed for tasks like, bricklaying, concrete dispensing, which I don't know if that's all great, but they're trying some new things out. And then, of course, there's the autonomous heavy machinery operation, which if you've ever seen that, that's pretty awesome. But these technologies are not only increasing efficiency in some areas, but it's also improving safety on construction sites, which I think is vitally important. Trend number 3, off-site and modular construction. I was actually reading an article on this just this morning about all the different modular construction companies that are jumping into the game here. So off-site and modular construction is just another trend that's gaining traction in the U.S. and it's been tried before, but it's gaining some traction this time. So the method involves basically constructing parts of the building that off-site, right? And then you transport them to the site for, assembly into. So the benefits are clear, right? It's reduced time in construction, lowers the cost, improved quality control. With off-site construction, much of the work is done in a controlled environment, so minimizes delays due to weather and other on-site related issues. So modular construction it's popular in sectors like residential, hospitality, and education. Projects need to be completed quickly and efficiently, so the demand for affordable housing and quick project turnaround increases. Modular construction is probably going to be likely to be more prevalent in those areas. So it aligns well with the sustainability group as well. So it often results in less waste and similar smaller environmental footprints. Trend number 4, labor shortages and workforce development. Now, we've all heard about the labor shortages, and I'm still confused by it all. But one of the most significant challenges facing the U.S. construction, according to most studies, is ongoing labor shortages. Now, I do understand the meaning of an aging workforce and fewer young people entering into the trade. I think the number is something like 5 people retiring, 1 person going to take their place. Those are staggering numbers. But many construction companies are struggling to find that skilled worker person. The shortage is driving up labor costs and causing delays in project timelines. So in response to that, the industry is just investing more in development and training. I know some companies have partners with trade schools and offered apprenticeships, which I applaud that. There's also a push to make construction a bit more attractive career option for young people, emphasizing high demand, good pay, and an opportunity for advancement in the field. And I will tell you for a fact, I am a product of the apprenticeship program and moved my way up into the construction for 30 years. So it is a good place to start, and you can make a career out of it. And finally, trend number 5, and urbanization and smart cities is on its way, I guess. The trend of urbanization and the development of smart cities is having a profound impact on construction. Now, I'm a little shaky on that. Don't know much about it. I've heard people talk about it, but apparently there's an increasing demand for infrastructure that can support larger populations, which I agree. And this includes not just housing, but also transportation, utilities, and public services. I know that just in my area where I live in Texas, it's growing by leaps and bounds, and all the streets are all torn up because of having to put in new utilities, new public services, add for more transportation ability. So I totally understand that. But smart city initiatives are leading to integration technology into the fabric of urban planning and construction. Now, that's a good little blurb from, I think, ChatGPT on this one. But we're going to see a lot more use of IoT devices for real-time monitorings of buildings, smart grids for efficient distribution, and advanced traffic management systems. We're also going to see construction companies are requiring to be built with these technologies in mind, creating structures that are not just physically robust, but also digitally connected. So the concept of the 15-minute city is where all the essential services that you're going to need to live will be within a 15-minute walk or bike ride. So apparently this is all, kind of, it's new, it's a trend, but it's coming into a city near you. So it's going to require new approaches to zoning and infrastructure planning and construction. So basically a focus on a more livable, sustainable urban environment. So there you go, trend number 5. So thank you for visiting the ConTech Exec. That about wraps up our discussion on the top 5 trends currently shaping the U.S. construction industry. We're going to have more of these, get more detail on probably some more riveting subjects and have a few guests. But to get us going, we're going to start with this one. So from sustainability and digital transformation to labor shortages and building cities of the future, these 5 trends are creating both challenges and opportunity for everybody involved in the construction industry. So thank you all for tuning in to the ConTech Exec on this first run, and be sure to subscribe, follow for more insights, and keep updated on the latest in construction and development. Until next time, I'm Robert Zimmerman, and reminding you that the future of construction is being built today. Yeah, that's true. And also reminding you that you can't measure the data you don't have. On the radio, burning gas, moving fast in my GTO. Bell bottoms blue, shades like